Welcome to our channel, Top 10 Coolest Stuff. Top 10 Worst States to Live in During a Zombie Apocalypse. We all love watching a zombie movie, seeing our favorite hero kill zombies to save the day. But have you ever wondered what you would do during a zombie apocalypse? Well, before you plan anything else, the first step will involve hiding out in a good place. Today, we have compiled a list of the top 10 worst states to live in a zombie apocalypse, according to their geography, health facilities, military help, and city life. So, if you get stuck in any of these states during a zombie apocalypse, pack your bags, grab some guns, check your fuel, and run. Number 10. Iowa. Now, the first thing you might think will be hiding out in the countryside or a remote town in Iowa. You might think that you'll be safe and sound in your farmhouse and enjoy the vacation till the apocalypse is over. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there's some bad news. Zombies can easily reach flat states like Iowa in a few days. Not only is this state easy to get to, but zombies can also sneak into the crops, and you won't be able to detect them. The worst part is that your livestock will surely attract the zombies towards your house, and it won't be a good scene to see your livestock being eaten by the undead. Oh, and let's not forget that there is a high possibility that you'll get robbed by looters. Number 9. Florida is the plainest state in the country, and it's densely populated. Well, Florida is the worst place to hide out because the virus will affect 50% of people in the state before anyone notices, and there's almost no place to hide out. If you think you'll be safe in the swamps, think twice because Floridian swamps are full of hungry alligators. The place left where you can be safe for a day or two is the beach. But we wouldn't recommend that either because zombies will reach it sooner or later, and there are chances that they'll try to throw you into the ocean just for fun. Well, if you're rich and can afford to stay on a yacht for a while, you'll be safe until a hurricane hits you. The worst part of living in Florida is the mosquitoes. There are chances that the virus will get transmitted through mosquitoes. Number 8. Hawaii. You might think that Hawaii is the best place in the hideout as it's an isolated island from the rest of the states. Though you're wrong. If the virus breaks out on the island, everyone will die in a matter of days because firstly, there will be nowhere to escape to. Secondly, you won't have enough supplies, and authorities will be scared to ship anything to the island. Though there are many high altitudes that you can hide out for a while till the military reaches you, and if they don't, you might have to prepare yourself for a battle. The small island will be nothing less than a panic house, but with real zombies this time. Number 7. Louisiana. The locals of Louisiana will have to try a bit harder to run from the zombies, as the obesity rate in the state is as high as 35% thanks to their famous and delicious Popeye's chicken sandwiches. The state has many swamps full of crawdads and alligators that'll make it difficult to hide out in those areas. The whole state is flat, and there's hardly any hills to use as hideouts. The worst part is that the mosquitoes will spread the virus like Florida wildfires. Let's suppose you're able to escape a zombie attack. You won't be able to find good medical aid for yourself because Louisiana's healthcare is the worst in the entire world. Number 6. Washington, D.C. You might think that the capital is an excellent place to hide during a zombie outbreak because the military are all around the state. Apart from the military, there are many bunkers around the president's residence to ensure his safety in any kind of emergency. But do you think you'll be allowed to enter the president's private bunkers? There are several reasons why you must not choose the capital as your hiding spot. Because firstly, it's densely populated. The zombies will be able to jump from one building to another. The second reason is its horrible traffic. If you get stuck in a traffic jam during a zombie apocalypse, there are low chances that you'll make it out alive. Number 5. California. The state of California is one of the most densely populated in the USA. The worst part is that the zombies might be walking around, and the locals won't even notice, well, until they start eating brains. We assume that the entire state will be under the attack of the zombie virus within a few days, similar to the medieval bubonic plague. Another major problem in California is its rat situation. Rats have caused a lot of epidemics throughout history, and in recent times, rats have been causing a lot of infections in people. A dozen workers in LA got typhoid because of fleas, so now you might have got an idea how fast the virus can spread. The only way to survive in California is in the northern mountains until the wildfires start. Number 4. Kansas. Here is another state that the zombies can reach in no time. Though Kansas has the Rocky Mountains at its side, the state itself is plain and has almost no spots to hide. The only way you can survive in Kansas is to find the abandoned missile silo and then secure the whole area, which would be impossible. If you get stuck in Kansas during a zombie apocalypse, you'll have to look out for tornadoes, cold temperatures, and storms, all the while running away from zombies. Number 3. New Jersey. We all love New Jersey mornings, don't we? So do zombies. New Jersey is one of the most densely populated areas in the entire world, and if a zombie apocalypse breaks out in the city, there's less chance to survive. The city is entirely flat and full of buildings. We assume that, like in movies, New York will face the worst outbreak, and people will try to escape to New Jersey through the Lincoln Tunnel, and who knows, the zombies might be waiting there for a meal. Number 2. Connecticut. Connecticut is the best summer spot, but certainly not during a zombie apocalypse. The place is known for Ivy League colleges like Yale and its beaches, though there are no hiding spots in the area. The buildings aren't tall enough, and people here aren't fond of keeping weapons, not even a gun. The weather is pretty cold around here. If the zombie apocalypse breaks out in winter and your hiding spot doesn't have heating, you might freeze to death before the zombie can find you. The only way you could survive in Connecticut is if you're able to get in Obama's house or the nuclear submarines in New London. Number 1. Mississippi. The health condition of Mississippi is the worst. People in this state are suffering from diseases like diabetes and obesity. According to reports, 40% of adults have not seen a dentist in over a year. The worst part is that the education isn't good at all, so people there might not be able to come up with a plan to end the apocalypse. With no mountains, hills, and forests to hide in, the best the locals could do is stay in a boat or something.